Okay, we're going to do an SAT question right now. If P is greater than R is greater than 0, and R equals 3/10 P, then P is what percent more than R? A lot of my students are going to panic when they see this question because they're going to see P's and R's and think, wow, this is really abstract. So to make this less abstract, let's actually substitute real numbers here, and so this is a lot easier to figure out. And the numbers I'm going to use are R equals 3, and P equals 10. So find the difference between P and R. That's just another way of saying what's P minus R. And so 10 minus 3 is 7. But you've got a little bit more work to do because you've got to figure out P is what percent more than R. So to figure out the percentages, what you're going to do is make this calculation. P minus R over R times 100%. And you'll get 7/3. Because remember, P minus R here is what we figure out here. 10 minus 3 equals 7. And R is 3, so 7 over 3 times 100%. And that's going to equal 233%. And that looks like A here. So great, we've got the answer, but let's go through the wrong answers, or the traps as we like to call it. So a lot of students are going to forget how to convert to a percentage. And for B and D are pretty clever traps here because a lot of students are going to forget how to convert to a percentage. And you may remember incorrectly that double a number is 100% of that number. And so that's probably what's happening when students pick this one. So let's get rid of B. And D is going to be a miscalculation. So for number C, or for question C, it's going to be tempting for students who calculated this. 10 minus 3 equals 7. And they're going to think, oh, well, okay, 10 minus 3 equals 7. Maybe it's 70%. But that ignores all the work down here. So let's go to C here. And you can see that A is really the only one that makes sense when you go through all the steps.